And I think it might have come up where he was just like, hey, maybe we can go out to this club one night, and I'm not going to drink, but I'm just going to go to this club. Why don't we go there on Saturday? It'll be a great way to kind of let off steam.
Yeah.
And I think you said something to him to the effect of, so let me ask you, Thiago, are any current world champions going to be at the club that night? Current. I think this is what you said. I might be paraphrasing.
You have a great memory.
And he was like, well, what do you mean? And like, would any of those guys be in the night, say 2 or 3 weeks before the club? No, probably not. Why not? Because they're going to leave a family that night. They're going to have to come home and deal with the wife the next day. They're going to maybe have slept not very well. Maybe they would have a Diet Coke that night. Maybe they would be tempted to have a beer that night. And so in the Dolce world, we don't play that game, right?
No. We don't allow variables. We try and eliminate as many variables as possible because we are looking to replicate results, known results. We have an equation. We know this equation. 2 plus 2 will always equal 4. 2 plus 2a, we don't know, might. 2 plus, 2b, we don't know what's going to happen at that point. We don't want to change that. Now, we can always improve. We can find more efficient ways to replicate results through known variables, and it goes through our scientific method of what we've done with that athlete, what science has said, but we've tested, and then what other athletes have done up until that point. So we are always tweaking and evolving what we do, but going and standing in the club, you're going to be standing on those legs that you trained on, and you did hill sprints and treadmill runs and kick tie pads. They need to recover. So already we're sliding backwards. Just that concept right there. You should be in bed at 10 o'clock at night on a Friday, Saturday night, period, the end, allowing your body to naturally wake when the sun comes up with your circadian rhythm, allowing proper deeper restful sleep, so we have greater growth hormone production, we're having more rest or more recuperation, more replication of tissue. Our bodies actually, we're working with our hormonal cascade by following these concepts that we try and instill on the athlete. We can't really enforce. I can just make suggestions. And with Thiago, he's such a great guy. He's like, yeah, okay, coach. And not like, okay, F you. He's like,
yeah, you're right.
You're right. And that's why he's kept me around. I mean, I'm going in my 6th year right now with Thiago. And Thiago Alves, great story, the UFC trouble trial when it came to the scale. Thiago Alves, who missed weight twice, got in trouble for using a banned diuretic, not with us, prior to us, refused to cut 8 ounces of water, which is less water that would actually fit in this cup. Instead of losing that little bit of water, he instead agreed to give up $12,000 of his purse because he physically couldn't lose that much water that you or I could lose in about 5 minutes of skipping rope. He was so physically drained. That same Thiago Alves, who missed weight versus Matt Hughes, I think he came in at 176 pounds for that fight, is now under my guidance, me being a part of his greater team and his discipline and work ethic, he's now dropping to 155 pounds. That's what we're doing this year. We perfected Thiago Alves to such a degree that he's been on weight at 171 pounds the night before weigh-ins, eating a full dinner, eating breakfast the day of, and not cutting a single ounce of fluid on weigh-in day since over the last 3 fights, 2 years during his comeback, to the point now that he's walking around in the high 170, low 180s, and he's now in a physical condition that he can make 155 pounds. All through the scientific method, all through the Dolce diet, all through these principles that he really did take these principles on board.
To watch the rest of this fascinating interview, click on the link below and go to londonrealacademy.com. There you can sign in with your social media, log in and watch the rest of the episode for free, along with all of our episodes on London Real, my webinars, and all of our premium content, all located over at londonrealacademy.com. So click on the link below, you'll be directed there and you can watch the rest of this fascinating interview, and I'll see you there.